everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 29th of July. Okay, so on the 29th of July, the Sun's making a quincunx to Saturn, so this can bring challenges to our leadership, or you not wanting to stand up, and someone may say, hey, I want you to try out this new role, and you may be resistant to doing that. Also, there may be some inner conflicts over authority, like you may not like the idea of authority because you've got an idea of what authority is, because a lot of times we've got negative opinions of those in power and stuff, but sometimes these are all wrong. Like, as long as you care about the people that you are leading and you talk to them in a nice way, polite way, with respect, that's the word. There's nothing wrong with being a leader. A lot of us, when we was child, we were, or in our early adult years before we were 25, we probably hurt, so we may be scared to actually show our natural leadership qualities and stuff like that as well. So ultimately, the Sun's quincunx to Saturn can cause tension between the desire for individual freedom and the need for structure and discipline. And some of us have this ego-driven need for recognition right now, or deny, as I said, our leadership responsibility, because it brings up past wounds related to authority figures, and you're like, oh, I don't want to be like that nasty teacher or my parent who was too controlling and stuff like that. So anything that comes up right now with you're resistant to authority, whether it's because you're scared of it or you just don't like it because you just think all authority is wrong now because of your past experience and stuff. So whatever your issue with authority is, this is a good energy to sort of like use to think and question why you don't like, or why you do like having power, and why do you feel the need to control others if that's what you do as well. Some of you may also feel undervalued right now, and this can lead to frustration or a lack of confidence as well. You may feel powerless in certain areas of your lives, but it's important to recognize these inner conflicts and find a balance between independence and responsibility right now. So the best use of this transit is to reflect on your personal values and beliefs around authority and work towards integrating a healthy balance into your daily life. With all quincunx energy, it's all about making adjustments, all about making changes. So anything that happens under these influences, not to punish us, but more to call for us to hey, come again, think about how you are saying and doing things, and maybe you want to change this. And sometimes, because I've got these in my chart, in my natal chart, so many times a day I have to sometimes think of new ways to do things, because they just not work, the old ways don't work out, and that can be frustrating, but it is what it is. Ultimately, astrology does control us to an extent, but with free will, and this is why I'm all about us building our inner resilience and taking our power back. So if we're willing to be adaptable and accept feedback, we can overcome any challenges that we have, whether it's through with transits or in our natal charts as well. And it's important to stay grounded today and realistic, and also just try and be gentle with yourself as well, and to try and be gentle with others, because sometimes others may move slowly, especially when driving and things, and you may want to scream and shout at them and become impatient and rage at them and stuff. But sometimes there could be a reason, a hidden disability, why someone's driving in or walking in a particular way, or work slower than you. We've all got different productivity levels and stuff. It's not always that someone is lazy and stuff like that, and I've had to learn this as well. So it's important to approach today with patience and perseverance, and to focus on long-term goals rather than short-term gratification right now. This transit reminds us that success often requires hard work and discipline, and we must be willing to put in the effort even when it feels challenging. Content creators may want to talk about how we can prioritize our goals and priorities, and also making a plan to reach our goals in an effective way. And as I keep on saying, it's best to break down big goals into smaller goals. Also, content that discuss our values as human beings, and how we can make sure we always act within our values and respect other people's boundaries, how we can respect other people's boundaries, how we can heal any scars that we have towards being a leader. Why do we resist? Not everyone's meant to be a leader, but if people say to you often, you've got leadership qualities and your resistance to it, think about content that can help people think about that, and also content that can help people think about why they are too bossy and why they do feel they need to control others as well. So yeah, also today the moon enters its gibbous moon phase, and it also enters Sagittarius. So if you want to know more about that, check out the playlist. So yeah, that was the daily scope for the 29th of July.